Hi guys, so today I'm going to be filming this makeup tutorial and it's just kind of like a bronzy, highlighty, red lip kind of everyday look. I mean, I'm still going ham on like the coverage and the makeup, but I just thought I would do kind of a summery spin on a red lip everyday look without anything that's too dark or a big winged line or anything like that. This is how I would wear a red lip during the day. So yeah, I've been loving red lips at the moment, absolutely obsessed. I haven't done a video for so long, like it's been ages, but I've been really busy with uni and things, but I've just finished second year and I'm going home tomorrow, leaving my little student pad for the summer. So let's get into the makeup. To start, I'm going to pop on some Speed Plump All Day Super Moisturiser by Soap & Glory. And I've literally been using this every single day because somehow my skin has gone from oily to dry and I'm not really sure why. Maybe it's because my diet's changed, I'm not really sure. But I mean, I'm not complaining because I hate oily skin, but I'm also not a fan of dry. I'd rather just have normal. So I'm just popping a few drops of this on. Also, my skin will go really, really red right now because it always does with moisturiser. I think that's just an issue if you're pale. Recently is using the professional license to blot, which I think you're supposed to use. I think you're supposed to use this like over makeup, but that never made sense to me. Like, I'm a bit confused. I look literally crazy. It never really made sense to me, and I just think it's really, really nice to kind of mattify those areas and like smooth out your skin. Although I just said I have dry skin, I still need like smoothingness. So I just pop a bit around my nose and like over my forehead and things, and I find it works really, really well. I mean, I don't put it all over my face, but okay, this is up close and personal now. So I'm using the Anastasia Dip Brow in Soft Brown, which I really like the shade of, even though I have light hair. I'm just one of those people who likes darker brows. So I use like a little Morphe angled brush for my eyebrows, so I'm just gonna, I always like to start off with my brows because this is where I make the most mistakes. So I'm able to like change them and whatever and mess around with the shade as much as I like before I've got any makeup on. Okay, so even though this is going to be like a summery, glowy red lip look, I'm still going to go ham on the coverage and the eyeshadow, and you know, I'm feeling glam today, like I just want to get glam. So that is what I'm going to do. There's a guy definitely looking at me. Do you know what, Holly? Maybe you should get glam. Maybe that'll put a smile on your face, yeah? So I'm going to use Urban Decay Powder Potion first. I always use this when I'm using eyeshadow, like no matter what I'm going to put on top, like I always use this because I have eyes that are really prone to creasing and I can't be hacking that. Like, you spend ages blending, spend ages putting makeup on, and then it creases. So no, the sun keeps going in and out. Like, I thought the lighting was going to be brilliant and now there's suddenly a big cloud over our street and I can't do it. So on top of that, obviously to like blank out any of my veins and things, I'm just going to use my concealer from Urban Decay. I'm using this Morphe brush. I got a vegan brush set from Morphe and honestly it's so nice. It was about £40 and it was like the best investment ever because they're the softest brushes, although they don't have numbers on them, which I think is like lame, but hey ho. So I'm just gonna blend them in with that. So if you see me using any brushes that kind of look like this is probably what they are. I'm just using RCMA translucent powder now just to set my eyes. Okie dokie, so I'm going to start off with the Tarte in the Bloom palette, which I've been loving. My dad brought this back from America for me and it's the best thing he ever did because it's so pretty and I love it and I love the eyeshadow. So I'm going to start off with some Smarty Pants, which is this shade here, and it's like a lovely, beautiful, like warm brown, and I'm just going to use it on this Morphe brush, which is the M504. I'm just going to get this kind of through the crease just to do a bit of a transition colour and just get that down, also through the outer corner. And this like really warms up the eyes. Like, I just wear this by itself sometimes and it's so pretty. You could also use your bronzer as this as well. And if you can see any hairs under my eyebrows, it's because she didn't wax them properly. But yeah, these eyeshadows are amazing, but a few of them are a little bit difficult to blend. But if you don't mind sitting there for half an hour blending them, they're beautiful. No, they are absolutely fabulous though, especially the shimmers. And I don't mind spending a bit more time blending if the colours are going to be worth it, and these are. I'm going to dip into Sweetheart, which is this one. And this is just going to go through the creases a little bit lower. I'm starting to build up that depth. And like the transition between the colours. This is such a pretty colour again, it's so nice. I'm going to dip into Rebel, which is one of the colours that is more difficult to blend, but this is as dark as we're going to go. I'm just going to get this through mainly the outer corner and bring it a little bit through the crease. And then as you get less product on your brush, you can start bringing it in further. And this brush just does everything for you. Like, you can put on a colour and it'll literally blend it in seconds. It's so good. Okay, now I've done that, I'm going to get a little flat soft shader brush. And this is Funny Girl, this colour, and it's my favourite colour from the palette, obviously. So I'm going to get some on my brush and then spray the tiniest bit of Fix Plus on the brush. Like just one spritz. And I don't want to put Fix Plus on the brush and then put it in there because it'll ruin the shadow really. So I'm just going to pop this basically all over the lid. But I'm just going to stop where that dark colour starts. So I am going quite far over the lid because you want that shimmery glow. This big fluffy brush again, make sure there's nothing on it, like I just buff it away. Get a Flower Child, dip the brush in once, and then I go literally at the top of my transition colour and make sure it's just properly blended out. Get a makeup wipe and clean up the under eye. And just do a little line going towards my brow, which you don't have to do. Okay, so for foundation, I'm going to be using the Infallible Total Cover from L'Oreal mixed with L'Oreal True Match, but I don't think my True Match has much in it. Usually I would mix my True Match with my Studio Fix Fluid, but I don't have Studio Fix Fluid because that's run out, and then I feel like this is run out, so I'm going to try and get as much as I can out. But this foundation I'm not a huge fan of, especially by itself. I have like the paler shade because when I'm wearing tan, I like to mix my paler shade with a darker shade to kind of balance everything out. That's just what I do. So I get a little bit of this. The bottle is lasting me ages though. I literally get a tiny bit and pop it on my face, but like a really, really thin layer. So let's hope we have True Match left. Anyway, I'm then going to use a few pumps of Super Stay Maybelline foundation. This is not my foundation, this is Zoe's foundation. She left it for me because I was running out of my dark foundation and I was like, Zoe, I need help. And this is a nude beige, so I'm just going to add like a pump of that. It's just like a concoction of foundations today, to be honest. And let's hope this looks nice, because I don't know what I'll do if it doesn't. Props cry. So I'm just going to dot that over where else I've got makeup. Use my damp Real Phoenix sponge, which is stained to bits, and buff this in. Okay, so my favourite concealer little combo at the moment is the Naked Skin concealer I was talking about earlier in light neutral, and then on top of it I mix the MAC Prep and Prime in light boost, and that gives me like the perfect concealer shade for my tan skin. Luckily I have this because otherwise I wouldn't be able to use this concealer, because I mean I could just for the coverage, but I mean you don't really use this for the coverage because it's not the best coverage. It's not like as good as MAC Pro Longwear or anything like that, but literally you can probably not even see it because it's like the skin colour of me. I wish I had a foundation in this colour though, because that would like be my dream. Anyway, then MAC Prep and Prime stick, which mine's a mess. Like, how does anyone keep these looking nice? I don't know. And then I'm just going to pop them there, and then I'm also going to pop that in the middle of my face. And this like doesn't have a lot of coverage, it's just like really brightening. So I'm using my RCMA powder, and I always just tip it into like a powder lid. I don't know if I'm the right colour, I don't think I am, I think I'm quite pinky. everything will get sorted with bronzer. I had a little bit of a disaster with my foundation running out. So I'm just going to brush away my bake now. So for bronzer, I use the Studio Care Blend pressed powder from MAC, which is obviously a pressed powder. It's not like marketed as a bronzer, but I use the colour dark, and with a tan, look how orange that looks, but honestly it is so beautiful. I do have the MAC bronzer in, like, is it called matte bronze? Maybe, but it's really not very pigmented, it just doesn't work for me. Like, I used it up, but wasn't the biggest fan. Pop bronzer kind of on the bridge, because I have a really long nose. I don't want to contour it and make it look longer, so I put bronzer on the top to kind of shorten it. Like, if you're going to contour your nose or like put shape into your face, you really need to know what you like, what you dislike about your face, and why and how you want to change it. Because if I went and put contour here down my like slim long nose, it would look longer and slimmer, which is not what I want. I want it to be more flat, so I put bronzer on top and it shortens it. Well, it doesn't shorten it, I wish it did, but I hate it. Okay, so I'm now going to use a fan brush which my friend Lauren got me for my birthday. Thank you, Lauren. I love this brush, it's so good. She knows how much I love this brush. I'm just going to use MAC Soft and Gentle because that is literally the only highlighter I use, and I refuse to buy any others because I just love this so much. I don't know why, I just think whatever skin tone I am, it works, and it never seems to run out. And just look at that glow. Like, I know there's probably better highlighters that are more pigmented out there, but that's not what I want. I like that I can use a little bit of this and it gives me a subtle glow, or I can use a lot of it and it can really build up. Because I don't want to dip my brush into one thing once and it be blinding, because sometimes I don't want that kind of highlight, which is, I know, quite shocking, but like today I want it quite blinding. But I mean, not too much, but I'm going to apply a little bit of Sweetheart from this palette just to add a little bit of shape underneath there. I really can't see what I'm doing because I'm not zoomed in again, I'm really sorry. And then on the same brush is a little bit of Rebel, but focusing this more on the outer portion. Okay, so for eyelashes, I'm just going to curl my eyelashes and apply their real mascara, which I used to hate, but then I got an eyelash lift and I fell in love with it, and now my eyelash lift is gone, but I'm still using the mascara and I do still like it now. And I'm going to use some of the Palmer's Cocoa Butter lip balm first, because I really like a waxy lip balm for when I'm applying lipstick on top of it. So, let's come a bit closer. So, the lip combo I've been wearing for red lips at the moment has been the Rimmel Exaggerate Full Colour Lip Pencil in Red Diva, and then Ruby Woo from MAC, which is just my trusty red lipstick that I adore. I started wearing red lipstick again because I got the, I love them, the Benefit, they're like mini, there's like 4 or 5 of them in a pack, and they're supposed to line your lips at the same time as actually like colour them in. They're almost like lip balms, but they're more pigmented and they're gorgeous, and there's a red one in there, and I started wearing that and I was like, oh, I need to wear red lips more. And I don't know where mine is, I think it's probably in my bag. And that's my favourite everyday red. But today I'm just feeling like a bold red with this look, I'm just feeling it. So yeah, make sure there's not too much lip balm on your lips. I usually put lip balm on for a start, but I forgot today, so that's a good start, isn't it? So I don't like to have too much lip balm on because it's not going to go on very pigmented. But I like the shape of this lip liner, and I bought this because my friend Zoe had it and I kept borrowing hers, and I realised how really good it was, and it lasts all the time because I go on nights out with this stuff and it doesn't budge. So, and I really love the shape of it. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. It's quite bronzy and simple and like just like a blown out eye. Very simple, no contouring. Yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed this video, everyone. Pop some requests down below if you have any, and if you have any videos you would like me to do. I'm going to get back into them now because I've finished second year of uni, so I am sorted for summer now. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video, everyone. Bye!